Hey guys, it's me, Derp Juice here, and I just wanted to come on and address something to you guys and hopefully put the past behind me. And it's surprising that you get to see my face again. I know. It's surprising for me too. I can't believe I'm doing this. I am scared of what's going to come up after this once I upload this. But I feel like if I do this, then I'll have nothing else left to hide. So, as you all know from my past few videos that you've seen or may not have seen, I have hinted the fact that something tragic happened in my life. And now I'm here to tell you guys what has happened during those times where I have been, off the radar as of lately. So, just know that I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you guys anymore. I'm going to tell you what has happened in full detail as to why I have been missing or just off the radar and everything else like that. So, it all started when I turned 18. I thought things back then were going well for me. I was, going through a huge state of loneliness at the time, and there's a lot of things in my life where I didn't really got right or had a chance to get right in the first place. So I was just out on my own doing my own thing, when really that's one of the worst mistakes I could ever make in my life when I was young, or when I'm still young. I decided one day that I wanted to do dating, but not just any dating. I was going to do some online dating. So I hooked up with this girl, or what seemed to be a girl. She was around my age, so like around 18, 19 to 20. So, I at least wanted to hook up with the right person around my age at the time. We started to get intimate so quick, to the point where they wanted to exchange nudes with each other. So that's what I did. I posted some stuff to her that I knew and regret now I shouldn't have done in the first place. And let's just say one thing led to another, and turns out I had been catfished that whole time. She wasn't really as I thought she would seem to be. She was not actually that person on the other end, let's just say. And they now have my nudes. They have my nudes. And I was just, after that whole thing went down, I was just in this whole state of fear and panic. That night, I could not sleep. I could not, fathom the thought of my nudes getting out there to the public. It was consensual, at the time, until further notice, where she took my nudes without my knowledge, or, I was just being ignorant and not knowing that this was going to be the outcome of said situation. So I received a text message to that prior, after her revealing herself, her like actual identity, that's not her. I was being held. I was under the threat of my nudes being posted out to my family and to the whole public, basically, to try to ruin my career. Knowing this, it just put me in a whole state of panic. She tried stealing money from me, or asking money from me for this whole thing to stop. And of course, I folded and gave over to, I basically gave her money for it not to be posted out in the moment. So it took me a while to realize, I was so blinded, you know, I 100% regret what I have done, having not knowing the outcome. Now I do, but it's taking me years to heal up, and it took me so many years to recover from this, and it is just, I have been far from whole as of lately. A lot of my friends don't know this, but there are some friends and eventually family that I told about this, and they said this was normal. And then I thought, at the time, I didn't know. I thought I was the only one going through this. This has been a hard battle for me with myself. I 100% regret what I have done. I have been a victim of sextortion. If you don't know what that is, it's a term used to, if you're ever a victim of your nudes getting leaked out into the public, it's basically what that is. Sorry if this doesn't make 100% sense to you guys, but over these years, I just thought I'd, let you guys know where I've been and how I've been doing. So already making this video, it's taking me a lot of courage and a lot of will to get this out to you guys, just so I have nothing left to hide, just to give you a clear answer of where I have been and what I've done. If you ever fall victim into this, just know you are not alone. I have made a crucial mistake in my life that I'll never forget. I'm struggling to still forgive myself. I've done so many things wrong from that moment on, and it got to the point where I decided to give my life to Christ again. I remember back then I said I was going to go off and do my own thing, and it's one of those days where I regret. There's a scripture that I read saying, if you let one thing control your life through so long, like if you let one sin control your life, God will allow something bad to happen to bring you right back. And that's exactly what happened to me since I had fallen victim to sextortion. Ever since then, I've been so afraid of my name, my name. I've been so scared of, my name getting a bad reputation. And I feel like if I haven't told you guys sooner, then I wouldn't be whole. I would be this person that would have something to hide, but I'm coming to you guys right now, stating to you guys what has happened, just so I have nothing else left to hide anymore. I'm just in a state where I'm lost for words, and I just want to thank you to all the people that have been supporting me through these hard times, and kept me from making the wrong decisions from that moment on. If I was ever seen in a bad light in this situation, I would honestly not know what to do. I remember tonight I was just on my knees in the shower. I was just praying to God, I've been a victim of this. I was a slave to lust. I was a slave to so many sins that I I'm trying to let go, but I feel like I have not been doing what I've been needing to do. I yelled out to him tonight saying, God, I'm ready to come home. I'm ready to put this whole thing behind me. I'm ready to put this whole trauma behind me. I'm ready to put all this sin behind me. I'm ready to be made anew. So just know, during those past 2 videos, I have just been in a dark place in my life, and it's taken me a while up until now to finally give out word of what has happened. I'm still planning on having a career ahead of me. I'm still planning on doing things that I want to do, things I've been praying about to God that I've wanted to do for so long. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to become a streamer. And this is just the sort of thing I did not want to get in the way. So just know that I know what I did. I know what I did wrong. And if you ever, are one of those unfortunate souls out there who ever seen something from me like that, I greatly apologize, and just know that I've changed, and that is not me anymore. What I was 2 years ago is not the same person I am now. I just want to shout out to my mom, shout out to my friends, shout out to God. And to those who have stuck around me for those times, I want to thank you. I prayed before this video. I just want to thank you guys for just listening. And just hope you guys understand that I'm a changed man. I fully regret what I did back then. And I will never do it again. God made me into a new creation. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm taking steps to finally change my life around, and I'm ready to put the past behind me. And this is the way I feel like I know how. So thank you guys for sticking up with me. I know it's not going to be all perfect, given the circumstance, but at least I can come out and say that, this is what I've done. I 100% regret what I've done, and I have nothing else left to hide. Thank you for you all that have been sticking up with me and giving me this chance to finally come out and finally state it. In a way, I feel like a weight is being lifted off my shoulders. So, just know this is one step ahead to a brighter future for me. I'm at least going to keep on praying that I hope so. I hope word gets out to you guys if you ever fallen victim to this at all in your life. Just know you are not alone. And it takes a lot of courage to come back to something like this, even for me. Sorry for the tears. I'm just a hot mess right now. But I've always been told, fear is what gets in the way of dreams. So I thought maybe, hey, if I post this and explain in detail what has happened, then I won't have any else left to hide. You're seeing me at my most vulnerable point and my most honest self. So hope you guys understand, and again, thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. And I hope and I pray for you guys that, if you have a dream, just go for it. No matter what events in your past look like. All of us were called down to this earth by God to have a purpose in our life. We were all called to do something. So I think it's a good place where I can sign off. I'm sorry, it's going on for 17 minutes now, and I don't want to keep you guys here forever, so this is probably going to be the longest videos I've ever done on this channel. So just know, excuse me, I'm probably not going to be uploading for a while again, but I feel like me uploading this will be necessary to do. I feel like it's the right thing to do, and you will be seeing me at a later time. Thank you guys so much. You guys have no idea how much you mean to me. So, alright, I'm signing off. Deuces. Let joy be with you all.